So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium, the Falcons' Nest, for the final home game of the regular season here in 2014. Tonight we have the state championship men, the Falcons, taking on the Diamond Valley Eagles. And for the Eagles, this is quite a critical game for them. They are on the cusp of the final six. They need to get over Waverley tonight and another win tomorrow, hoping that McKinnon doesn't actually wipe the floor on their games, their two games this weekend. But for the Falcons, this is all about making certain that they're preparing for the next game. They look fairly settled in third place with a 19-4 record, and they want to go out with that intact. At the top, the two teams that whose results tonight really don't make any difference are both Ringwood and Corio Bay, both sitting on a 21-2 record, so they'll have absolutely no game next week. They get the week off, and it looks likely that the teams in contention will be Waverley, Sherbrooke, Bulleen and McKinnon. So Waverley at this stage looking like they'll host a game next week from at the Falcons' Nest. So we'll be back here, we believe, next week to see the Falcons take on McKinnon. Should be a huge game there. BigV live will be in attendance, I would expect, there as well. But for today's game, it's a slightly reduced team for Diamond Valley. Sam Reynolds, Mitchell White and Kai Woodfall not suiting up, looking to be carrying a few injuries there, and Adrian Campbell also for the Falcons. Other than that, Warren Escort always gets good production out of his team. Should be good to see how they go. So the game ready to start. The refs are starting to bring the players in. And duty teams tonight supporting us are the 16-4s, I think. So again, we thank them. And it's good to know also that we have a new sponsor on board for the Junior Falcons. The naming sponsor right for the Junior Falcons is now the Pinewood Community Bank branch of the Bendigo Bank, as Tom Boyle gets the first tip for the Falcons. And he has the first shot attempt. Doesn't go. Chris Arkell picks up the rebound and is fouled on his way to the line there. Another missed attempt from the Falcons. Third attempt, this time from Brad Keller, is no good. Diamond Valley coming back the other way. Intercepted there by the Falcons. Kelleher driving hard to the basket, puts up a simple layup. First score to the Falcons. As down the other end, a shot from Matt Fennell, no good. It's with Threat looking for options, gets it into Platnick. Platnick back to Threat winding the clock down. It's on 14. Now he goes himself. Doesn't go. Ball comes out through Moore, back down to Valentine. Valentine's basket is good. Diamond Valley in attack again. 3 point from Sammy Gazzo. They're out to a 3-point lead. Threat to Platnik. Platnik almost loses the ball, goes to Threat. Threat's shot is short. Now it's with Diamond Valley, it's into Valentine. Valentine kicks it out. Too hot for Matt Reynolds. Ball into Chris Arkell from Boyle. Stolen by Moore. Valentine drives, finds his teammate in Fennell, doesn't go. Ball ends up with Arkell. He drives. Out to Kelleher. Kelleher's 3 points. It's all square. 3 minutes into the game. Arkell gets the steal. Finds Platnik on a fast break, and it's a 2 points. Gazzo. Across to Fennell. Reynolds looking for options, gets Valentine at the top. Valentine drives and is fouled by Arkell. So, Luke Valentine going to the line for 2 points. Guess this first. And the second. Platnik was looking for Arkell, but pass was too hot. Now it's back with Reynolds. Reynolds bring the ball down, looking for his options. Finds Moore. Back out to Valentine. Reynolds hits his teammate in Moore. Moore's shot is no good. Everybody trying to get the rebound. It ends up with Valentine. Valentine back out to Gazzo. Gazzo drives against Kelleher. Floats it up, doesn't go, but the Diamond Valley managed to convert through Adam Moore. And down the other end, Kelleher's reverse layup, no good. Gazzo in and out. Rebound by Platnik. It's down with Threat. Threat's driving hard. He goes himself. Soft shot, goes in. And down the other end, Fennell could not hold on to the pass. Falcons ball. Kelleher taking his time. Just strolls up gently and pops it in. 2 points to Brad Kelleher. Ball's with Reynolds. Over to Moore. Moore's shots go in. 11 each. Falcons turn the ball over. It's down with Gazzo. Gazzo looks for options. His shot doesn't go. It's with Boyle. Over to the Threat. Threat drives. Can't get past Valentine. Now he can. Gets it to Platnik. Platnik misses, gets his own rebound, misses. Rebound by Moore. It's back down the other end with Valentine. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds 2-point attempt. In and out. Fennell picks up the rebound and is fouled. So Ivan Platnick picks up his first. And Brad Bridgewater coming on for Ivan as Matt Fennell goes to the line. He gets his first. And his second. And Matt Reynolds on quick transition there from the Eagles. And another foul's been picked up there, this time against Threat. So Falcons gone out to a 3-1 foul count. Fennell back to Gazzo. Gazzo comes off the screen, finds Valentine. Valentine skips the ball out to Reynolds. Reynolds 3-point attempt, no good. The rebound and putback attempt from Moore is spoiled by Bridgewater, and Threat in with the ball goes to Bridgewater. Ball came off Moore, and it's now with ooh. So an unfortunate foul there from Brad Kelleher. Just got in the way of the driving Diamond Valley Eagles player. It's been assessed as a foul against him. Gazzo skips the ball too hard, too high. Valentine couldn't control it, so it's come back to the Falcons. Matt Bongetti is back into the action. Arkell over to Threat. Threat looking for options. Here he goes, and there's the shot and the foul. So foul is on Mitch Lee. Mitch Lee has come on to spell Valentine. Threat converts his 3-point play. Falcons down by 1 point at this stage. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. So Gazzo over to Reynolds. Into more scores. Takes him up to 6 points. Bridgewater loses control as Moore gets his hand in there. Kelleher drives, finds Arkell. Arkell's 3-point attempt, no good. Gazzo with the rebound, gets it across to Reynolds. Reynolds drives. His 2 points no good, but Arkell handed the ball over to his opposition. Still with Diamond Valley. As Luke Nielsen and Simon Blennerhassett get ready to come on for the Falcons. And there's another 2 points to Matt Fennell. Great start from the Eagles here. Falcons are in a game. They have to lift. As Bridgewater drives. Thought he was fouled on the attempt, but the ref's having nothing of it. And another 2 points there to the Diamond Valley Eagles. 46 seconds to go on the shot clock. There are 2 scoring possessions at this point. Siddell Threat going to the line here. And he converts. So 4 points. 4 points. So Nielsen on for Arkell. Blennerhassett on for Threat. Diamond Valley in possession. They've managing to get a lot of their of the offensive rebounds. And Mitch Lee driving to the basket is fouled. He's scored the points and he's going to go to the line to convert with 1.9 seconds on the game clock. Elias Palianis on for Brad Kelleher. And Lee gets his shot. So the Falcons not being able to control that ball on the inbound. Bit of a discussion as to whether there's any time left on the shot clock. The refs are going to put 2 seconds back on the shot clock. It was 1.9. So it'll be one. The refs have decided it's 1.1 seconds on the shot clock. So we're just having to wind the clock down at this point. So while we have this break, tomorrow at 1:30, a slightly later time tomorrow, is the elimination final, the Victorian Youth Championship Men, Waverley Falcons versus the Melbourne Tigers. And of course that should be a cracker of a game, as the Tigers have been playing extremely well this season along the way. And it's almost a Waverley versus Waverley game there, as we have Tom Chambers, Remo, Sam McDonald, all ex-Falcons players on the sheet there for the Melbourne Tigers. Should be a cracker of a game. So the last round of the game saw some absolutely great games. The Falcons themselves managed to outmuscle the Hawks to secure a 10-point win away from home, and then they got over the top of Ringwood in the second game as well. So great games there from Matt McCarty, Dan Kwani, as well as great support from Harper and in both games. With the Melbourne, well, they actually are coming off a couple of losses there as well. So they went down to Eltham on the Saturday night game, and then they went down to Knox on Sunday. So they would be hoping to put in a much better effort against the Falcons, who are, after a very slow start this season with a lot of their core players away at college, have really picked up the pace this season, in the latter half of the season. And there's the quarter. So we'll be back in a second after a word from our sponsors. Okay, so we are back, and Diamond Valley out to a 24-17 point lead. So Falcons have got some work to do in the next 3 quarters. As they look to get back over the top of Diamond Valley. They certainly do not want to go into the next game with a loss. A tough game would be good for them at this point in time, so have them ready and fired up. Although they had a pretty tough game last week as well against Corio Bay, going down by just 2 points, in where Corio made the ton and Waverley just missed out. 100 to 98 in a cracker of a game as well down there. So just waiting for the clock to run down. And again, appreciate the support of the under 16 boys this season. In fact, all junior teams have done a terrific job of supporting both the games and the broadcasts along the way. As Diamond Valley gets the ball into Neil Haining on the floor for the first time. His turnaround jumper was no good. It's back now with the Falcons. Luke Nielsen. Bridgewater looking to post. He gets it to Bridgewater. Bridgewater takes on Haining. His pass is intercepted. And Fennell goes down the other end, but his pass too hot for Mitch Lee. Falcons ball. Nielsen. Back to Threat. Into Bridgewater. Back out to Bonjetti. Out to Blennerhassett. Blennerhassett's shot, no good. Here comes Diamond Valley. Mitch Lee left wide open there by Threat. Misses the shot. And it's back with the Falcons. Out to Bonjetti. Bonjetti's a three-point shooter. Not this time, though. As the ball comes out, finally to Diamond Valley. And another miss there. As Nielsen picks it up. Kicks it into Bridgewater. Bridgewater misses. Blennerhassett with the pass. It's end for end basketball at the moment. Blennerhassett into Bridgewater. Nielsen. Nielsen scores. First score. Nearly 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes into the game. First score of the quarter. And Nielsen fouls as Matt Fennell goes under the basket to try a reverse layup. Fennell gets his first. Misses the second as Threat gets the rebound. Threat working hard. Screen set by Boyle. Now he holds it up. He's got Nielsen in post. Goes to Nielsen. Nielsen to Platnick. Platnick back to Nielsen. Clock running down. Nielsen goes to the basket. Misses. Fennell at the other end. Shot doesn't go. Boyle with a rebound to Bonjetti. Bonjetti's got Platnick. He goes to the basket. Over the top. Again, back to Diamond Valley. Diamond Valley through Fennell to Valentine. To Reynolds, sorry. Tipped out by the Falcons. Back to Reynolds. 14 on the shot clock as Fennell goes. His fadeaway jumper, no good. And there's an unsportsmanlike. And a tech. And a tech. So, Neil Haining picks up a an unsportsmanlike and a tech. Bonjetti going to the line. Gets his first. Is this the spark that the Falcons need to get themselves back into this game? Makes his second. And his third. So misses the last, but it's a Falcons possession. Threat misses loses the handle. Ball goes back the other way. Great defense there from Tom Boyle. Threat finds Platnick, and Diamond Valley hand in there. Tom Boyle under the basket, open. It's a 24-25 game as Warren Escort calls a timeout. And we'll have a very short break. So back with the last couple of seconds before the timeout finishes. Just a few of the leading scorers here at the moment. We've got Siddell Threat on 8 points. Matt Fennell for Diamond Valley there on 7. Rebounds, Chris Arkell with 3, Matt Fennell with 7, and looking reasonably good all up for the Diamond Valley team. They've got a lot of their players into the action. Everybody is contributing. Falcons, well, Ivan Platnick yet to fire for the Falcons. He's being well held. Getting a little bit frustrated that his shots aren't dropping as Tom Boyle picks up a foul. So 2 fouls to the Falcons. Fennell misses his first. And the second as Boyle gets another rebound. Back again to Threat. Kelleher and Arkell getting ready to rejoin the fray. Threat works his way in, finds Platnick, and there it is. He's on the board. Gazzo, 3 points. Great ball movement there from Diamond Valley, just looking for that extra pass. Waiting until the Falcons defense gave them a bit of a space, and Gazzo was good enough to use it as Boyle looks for 3 points down the other end, doesn't go, but they've got another 24 on the shot clock. Ball goes into Platnick. Platnick out to Boyle. Boyle, Platt to Platnick. Platnick shot short. And here's Reynolds. His pass to Hoffman doesn't come off as Threat goes down the other end, and he's also fouled. So Siddell Threat doing a great job of keeping the Falcons in this as Arkell and Kelleher replace Bonjetti and Nielsen. Threat with the first. 1 point ball game. Makes the second. Gazzo over to Reynolds. Reynolds to Hoffman. Hoffman drives baseline. Scoops it up and in. Boyle sets the screen for threat. Ignored. Refs call threat for a carry. And Hoffman sits down, and Valentine back on the court for the Eagles. So Reynolds over to Gazzo, back to Reynolds. Reynolds finds an opening in the Falcons defense. His shot doesn't go. Arkell picks up the rebound. It's coming back with Threat. Threat drives hard. Loses control. Gets it back though. Now it's back out to Kelleher. Kelleher into Platnick. Platnick shot. In and out. He's having a horror game so far. And there's a basket to Fennell. 4-point game. Diamond Valley way. Are we looking at an upset here? Well, not if I can help it, says Brad Kelleher as he puts 2 points in. Now out to Gazzo. Gazzo's three-point attempt, no good. Platnick with the rebound, back to Kelleher. Kelleher down to Arkell. Arkell to Platnick. And Platnick has been adjudged as an offensive foul. He's as our under-16 court attendant comes in and does a grand job down there. Under 18, they're under 18s. Gee, there you go, they've grown up a lot, says our trusty camera person. And Diamond Valley player steps out of bounds on that play. Threat into Arkell. Arkell's working, finds space to kick it up. So we're now to 32 each. Reynolds, it's got Gazzo, finds him. Gazzo back to Valentine, back to Reynolds. Gazzo back. Cuts and he receives the ball there, covered by Arkell. Fennell trying to do his thing. Shot goes up. Platnick with another rebound. He gets it across to Kelleher. Kelleher's shot in, out, bounce, doesn't go. Arkell with the rebound and is fouled. Matt Reynolds picks up another one. That'll be his third. Timeout called by the Eagles, and we'll take a short break. Okay, as we watch the timeout there, just looking at some of the stats there for the game. What we can see there is that the Falcons are struggling with their shooting at the moment. They're shooting at 36%. They've put up 33 attempts and only hit 12 of them. But then at the other side, Diamond Valley not doing that much better. They've got 12 or 34. They're one shot, 1 percentage better. But look at the 3 points. Look at the 3-point figures. Both teams shooting fairly poorly from outside. Great free throw shooting though from the Falcons, 7 of 8, and 6 from 9 from the Eagles. As Chris Arkell goes to the line to see if he can do something about that. And he scores his first. And the second. Ball's with Gazzo. Over to Valentine. Valentine drives, finds Reynolds. Gazzo again. Gazzo's 3-point attempt is good. Down the other end, there's Arkell. And Arkell scores. Very quick down the court is Chris Arkell. Ball's out, it's with Mitch Lee. Now with Moore. Moore works hard to get there, doesn't go. Fennell can't convert. Arkell gets the rebound, gets it to Threat. Threat over to Kelleher. Kelleher, 3 points. And refs holding the game up so the floor can be attended to. And Ali Granger, the man from Nelson, New Zealand. Big shout out to all of you over in New Zealand, in Nelson, that have stayed up late to watch this game. Is on the court. The fluoro green socks. And he's got his hands on the ball, tipped it out to Threat. It's out with Granger, and he steps out of court as the ball went to him. Ali has been somewhat of a specialist in coming on in the dying stages of a quarter and hitting almost immediately. As Boyle intercepts, gives it to Threat. Threat's being hassled by 3 players. He gets it out to Arkell. Arkell 3-point attempt is long. And that's where the game will finish. At half time, it's 39-35. And we'll see you in 10 minutes. Coming up at the halftime break, we've got a special event. We've got our under-14 girls taking on the might of the Pinewood Community Bank branch of the Bendigo Bank. So stick around, we'll let you watch that game as it goes through there. All right. So as they start to get the game organised, we're good. So we're nearly ready for a go. Start.
Coming up against a strong Pinewood defense. Oh, Pinewood gets the ball and they're away. And a long pass. Shoots a three and misses. And it's kept alive. And the Falcons are away. They've got Pinewood on the defensive. And Pinewood collects the rebound. Long pass goes out of bounds. Tell me, Pinewood, was this the highlight of your career versus the underage Falcons team? And it's intercepted, and he's away. He's looking for the players. He passes it to his teammate. Oh, just misses. And the Falcons rebound. The long pass. Off to Eli Polianis. Downtown, and it's collected by Pinewood. Oh, it's a close game. From downtown. Intercepted, and it's out of bounds. This is anyone's game with Millwall. Oh, collected by the Falcons. Oh, and just bounced out. And Pinewood's away. Off to their star player. And it's been collected by Falcons. Eli comes up against some strong defense. Shots up. Good rebound by Pinewood Community Bank Branch. He's looking for help. Shoots the three. Well, what do you call that? Can Pinewood get back into this match? It's 2-0. One minute left to go. Anyone's game. Fancy moves there by Pinewood. Flicks it out the back. Will he go from downtown? Hits the three. Polyanis. And it's good to go ball. And the last play of the match, can Bendigo even the score? And that's game with the Waverley Falcons beating the Pinewood Community Bank branch of Bendigo Bank, our naming rights sponsor. Not only did you lose, you lost to a lot of underage girls. And for those that entered our draw, we'll be now announcing the winners. So, we'll be calling the winners for the third prize. And our first winner is Danielle Stewart from Oakley. Are you here tonight, Danielle? That's okay, we'll be in touch with Danielle. Now for our second prize. Another girl, we have Fiona Fremantle from Glen Iris. Are you here tonight, Fiona? And now, for our first prize, we have Hayley Miller from Mulgrave. That's all right. Well, we've drawn our winners and we'll get in touch with you soon. Thanks again to our naming rights sponsors, Pinewood Community Bank Branch of Bendigo Bank.
Okay, with 24 seconds to go, thank you to the Pinewood Community Bank branch of the Bendigo Bank. Our new naming rights sponsors for the Waverley Falcons Junior program. Of course, Waverley has a large number of teams entered into the VJBL, Victorian Junior Basketball League competition, which plays every Friday night. And Waverley has something like 38 or 42 teams in that competition, as well as a thriving domestic competition that operates juniors Saturday and Sunday, with a girls competition on Tuesday nights. and a very, very busy adult domestic competition on all the other nights. As the Falcons pick up 2 points, this time through Platnick. So in that little exchange, Platnick gets a block, gets the ball out to Threat. Threat then fouled, rather hard foul by the Diamond Valley player. He looks okay though. Threat gets the ball into Arkell. Arkell finds his way to the basket. It doesn't go. Fennell picks it up, gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for options. He's got Valentine back to Reynolds. Guarded by Threat, over to Gazzo. Gazzo back to the big man in Adam Moore. Moore back to Valentine. Clock is down to 6 seconds. Down to 4. Fennell misses on his shot. Falcons rebound. Is that to Kelleher? Kelleher stops, jumper. 2 points. 43-35, so the Falcons doing to the Eagles what the Eagles did to them in the first quarter. Three-point attempt, no good there from Reynolds. Threat drives, finds Arkell. Arkell's three-pointer is no good. Rebounded Valentine, over to Reynolds, over to Gazzo. Gazzo can't get the shot off. Threat gets his hands in. Diamond Valley ball, 18 on the shot clock. Back to Gazzo. Gazzo comes off the screen. Hands off to Reynolds. Reynolds, 2 points. Threat over to Platnick. Platnick into Arkell. Arkell back to Threat. He decides not to put the three-point attempt up. He looks inside, finds Boyle over to Arkell. It's 4 seconds. Back to Threat, has to go this time. Shot goes up, doesn't go, but Boyle with the rebound and the putback. Reynolds to Valentine. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds off the screen. Shot doesn't go, but Fennell picks it up. 2 points to him. Falcons lose the ball and it goes back the other way. Gazzo to Valentine. Valentine, simple layup in the end. So they've brought the game back to a 4-point game. Falcons had kicked it out to 9. Sorry, 8. As Boyle's shot doesn't go, Arkell thought he was fouled. Looked like it too, but the refs had nothing of it. And this time there is a foul being called, and this time it is against Fennell. So Threat. Into Boyle. Boyle too long in the key. Tom Boyle taking a break. So the ball's gone into Diamond Valley, and they score 2 points through Adam Moore as Kelleher goes down the other end, finds Platnick. Platnick goes Can't get the shot in, but Bridgewater, big tip. Falcons hanging on to a 4-point lead. Ball goes across to Moore. Moore trying to take on Bridgewater. It's not going to get past him. Valentine drives to the basket, and Arkell fouls him on the way through.
And the point's good, and the foul's been called on Chris Arkell, and that'll be his second personal.
And a block there from Bridgewater. Stops the Eagles getting it up to a 1-point game, a 2-point game, sorry. Keeps them at a 2-point game. Gazzo, Valentine back to Reynolds. Reynolds can't get his shot off, but Moore picks the ball up. Bit of body on Arkell and knocks him out of the way. It's 47 all. As Keller looks. And Arkell is fouled in that.
And that'll be his first personal. Chris Arkell, the line for 2. Nice.
Chris gets his first. And his second. So far this game is turning out to be whichever team is best from the foul line seems to be in ascendancy. Gazzo into Fennell, back to Gazzo, off to Reynolds. Reynolds kicks across Valentine. Valentine drives, can't beat the Falcons. And the shot goes up, but is no good. Quick hands from the Falcons. Sees Arkell pick it up off an assist from Brad Kelleher. All started with a great rebound from Platnick there. So Platnick having a very quiet night tonight. But there he goes, picks up another rebound, another very quick pass. Comes out. Arkell was looking for the ball. He was open. And Kelleher had ignored him and looking for Bridgewater. Chris not too happy with his teammate there. Thought he'd done enough to deserve the ball. It's with Gazzo, goes inside. Back to Gazzo. Gazzo drives. Platnick another rebound. It's back to Arkell. Arkell's got threat. Finds Kelleher. Kelleher's 3-point attempt is good. So Reynolds gets it inside to Fennell. Fennell 2 points. Chris Arkell steps out of the court. And he goes to sit down. Matt Bonghetti coming back on for the Falcons. And Gazzo driving through there, through the traffic. Scores the 2 points. Threat settling everything down. Comes off the screen set by Platnick. Hands off to Kelleher. Kelleher's 2-point attempt no good. Bridgewater not able to beat the two Diamond Valley players. Ball's come back down the other way very quickly. Goes inside. And there's a foul. This time probably on Platnick. So Ivan on 3 fouls. As Fennell, simple 2 in the end. Fennell playing an absolute blinder there for Diamond Valley. Six seconds, it's in with Bridgewater. Bridgewater will go, no. Good defense there from the Eagles. And there's a charge found this time. So that's Mitch Lee. That's his second. Bonjetti finds Platnick. Platnick doesn't get his shot out in. It's rebounded by Fennell. 3 points attempt from Gazzo doesn't go, and the attempted putback there sits on the top of the ring, so let off there for the Falcons, but the possession arrow gives it to Diamond Valley. So the refs in conversation with players themselves and the score bench there. All good now. And we're back in play. Falcons holding a 1 point lead. One thing I've really liked from the Diamond Valley players is their ball movement through around the key. Very quick to move it from one side to the other. They've caused some troubles for the Falcons defense there, as Kelleher tries to hit Blennerhassett. A little bit too hot for him. Mitch Lee over to Fennell, over to Valentine. Valentine sees an opportunity to go to the basket, can't get past Bridgewater. Fennell picks up the rebounds, blocked from Bridgewater, and another rebound to Bridgewater as well. There goes Kelleher, 2 points. Reynolds over to Valentine. Comes off the screen. And there it is, 2 points to Reynolds. Bonjetti finds Bridgewater. Bridgewater, simple reverse layup there. When I say simple, it's simple for him. And he was fouled on his way through there, so that's the fifth foul. The fifth foul to the Diamond Valley Eagles. Puts Bridgewater on the line. He misses that. But Nielsen picks it up, gets it off to Blennerhassett. Blennerhassett back to Bonjetti. Back to Kelleher. There's 4 seconds on the game clock. He finds his way through, and 2 points. So, with a little bit of magic there at the end there. The Falcons have ended up the quarter with a 5-point lead. No one in foul trouble at the moment. We have a number of players on 3, but let's have a look at some of the key stats. Got Brad Kelleher sitting there on 21 points. Game high player at the moment. Chris Arkell and Sedell Threat keeping pace with each other on 10. Whereas Matt Fennell sitting on 15 with good support from Sammy Gazzo and Adam Moore. Ivan Platnick, 8 rebounds, leads the Falcons. Matt Fennell, however, double that with 16 for Diamond Valley. And Chris Arkell is the stats leader with 3 assists for the Falcons. 5, however, for Matt Reynolds. And Matt Reynolds has been playing a great game. He really has done. So, back to the action.
On 21 points, we have Brad Kelleher, followed on 10 points by Chris Arkell and Sedell Threat. Leading point scorers for
10 minutes to go in this game.
we have Matt Fennell, and on 11 points we have Sammy Gazzo.
Falcons up by 5.
Falcons leading in assists 98. Falcons also leading
Their shooting percentage has increased ever so slightly up to 43%. Diamond Valley, however, due to the increased defensive pressure there from the Falcons, has gone down to 36. And what will concern coach Warren Escort is that they've put up 10 more shots than the Falcons. So by all rights, Diamond Valley should be all over this game. As the Falcons restart play through Blennerhassett, it's back to Kelleher. So coach Andy Sherwell's quite happy to leave his starters off at the moment. And there's Luke Nielsen with 2 points. One of the great things this season for the Falcons has been the depth of their bench. They have not lost anything when they've gone to the bench. And there's another turnover to the Falcons. Brad Kelleher going hard to the basket. His reverse layup, no good. Sammy Gazzo down the other end, can't make it. Great work from Bridgewater there just to get his hands in. As some even better work there from Blennerhassett. Falcons keep control of the ball. It's over to Kelleher. Kelleher slows things down. Bongetti looking for options. He finds a 3-point attempt. Doesn't go. Blennerhassett almost with the rebound. But the ball's ended up with Gazzo over to Valentine. And into Haining. So screen set by Nielsen. Ball's off to Bongetti. Bongetti back out to Nielsen. Blennerhassett. Great vision there from Blennerhassett. Gets it to Bridgewater. Bridgewater just struggled to pick the ball up. And the 24 shot clock violation resulted. So ball with Gazzo. Comes off the screen set by Haining. It's now with Haining. Haining's 2-point attempt doesn't go. Great rebound there from Bridgewater. Gets it out to Kelleher. Kelleher to Bongetti. Bongetti misses his 3 points, but Nielsen picks up the scraps, gets it into Bongetti. And Bongetti is fouled by Valentine. Threat comes on for Kelleher and Boyle for Bridgewater. No change for the Eagles at this stage, as Bongetti gets his first. And his second. Great defense there from Blennerhassett. Forces the ball out. Shot doesn't go. And here comes the Eagles. Fennell again, he's played a blinder. Ball's gone into Boyle, back to Blennerhassett. Blennerhassett. Blennerhassett has been adjudged as holding. So the ball down with Diamond Valley. Three points to Mitch Lee. And the ball into Tom Boyle. Tom found two Diamond Valley players on him. So Ivan Platnick on for Nielsen. Ball into Platnick, and he's fouled by Mitch Lee.
And the foul's been called on Mitch Lee, and that'll be his third personal.
Threat. Finds his way to the basket. Another 2 points to Siddell Threat. Again, the Eagles moving that ball very quickly around the top of the zone. They can't convert this time though, as the Falcons come back quickly the other way, and Threat is being fouled. So Siddell thought he was fouled going to the basket, but refs gave it to baseline play. But Falcons have managed to get a pass into Platnick, and Platnick picks up his 2 points. And foul on Threat this time, reaching in. Gazzo's three-point attempt is good. It's back to a three-point game. Falcons every time they get a bit of a buffer, they find Diamond Valley coming back at them. And Threat Goes to the basket himself, doesn't go. This time he's not fouled. Fennell kicks the ball out. Reynolds doesn't go, and behind the play there's a hold. Adam Moore this time. Mitch Lee was looking quite worried there. He thought it was on him. Threat brings the ball down. Platnick sets the screen. Threat. Reverse layup was good. And down the other end, Adam Moore says, look, I can do it too. Threat to Boyle into Platnick. Platnick back out to Bonjetti. Bonjetti, two-point attempt doesn't go, and it's off Green. Subs on Arkell and Kelleher for Waverley. Escort quite happy with his current rotation, leaves them on. Fennell into Lee. Lee can't get past Boyle, but it's back to Fennell at the top of the key. He doesn't go. Platnick with the rebound, gives it to Kelleher, back out to Threat. Threat's got Falcons players running the court. He slows it down, gets it back to Platnick. Platnick puts it up, doesn't go. Fennell, another rebound across to Reynolds. Reynolds now finds Gazzo. Gazzo spots up. 3 points. Tied ball game. And it's a timeout this time. No. Timeout to the Eagles. Warren Escort calls his players in. And we'll go to a short break. So, as we see the Diamond Valley Eagles coach, Warren Escort, giving instructions to his team, we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this game, all tied up here at the Falcons' Nest. And we might see if we can find some of the other scores for you from around the league. Particularly the champ men games, is that they're the ones that are most concerning us at the moment. And McKinnon playing the Hawks are 30 points down, 34 points down at the moment, 72 to 106. So it looks like the Hawks are really doing a fantastic job of leading into the finals. They've only lost 2 games this season. Kenny Harrington has really got them firing as Brad Kelleher picks up another 3. Over at Whittlesea, it's a much tighter game there as the Pacers are 5 points up against the Hume City Broncos. Kelleher going to the basket on some good work there from the Falcons is fouled. Sammy Gazzo picks up his first, but he sends Kelleher to the line. I was actually quite surprised that Escort called the timeout at that point in time. His guys had got a bit of momentum up. Kelleher gets his first, misses the second. Platnick, however, tidies up for him. So very quickly the Falcons have got out to a 6-point lead. Fennell under the basket, can't convert. Gets it back out to Haining. Haining, so Moore. Moore goes to the basket, no. And there's a foul being called this time on, looks like, on Platnick. That's his fourth. Moore gets his two. So plenty of timeouts available to both coaches as Tom Boyle receives the assist from Threat. Great three-point shooter is Tom Boyle, but not that time as Kelleher goes to the basket, finds Arkell. Arkell's shot stopped by Mitch Lee, and it goes off Arkell to give the Eagles a chance to get back within 2 points. There's Lee, cross to Moore, back out to Reynolds. Reynolds comes off the screen. Oh, big screen from Moore. Flattens Siddell Threat. And the refs have called that as an illegal screen. Gazzo putting a lot of pressure on the ball there. Has held it up a fraction. Kelleher now with the ball. Ivan out to Chris Arkell. Arkell's shot doesn't go. Fennell back to Reynolds. Reynolds finds Fennell. 3 points. 1 point game. 1 point game. Arkell, Threat. Threat looks for the shot himself. It doesn't go. Now this is dangerous. 53 seconds on the shot clock. Fennell with the shot. Short. Ball back with Diamond Valley. Reynolds drives and is fouled. Siddell Threat. Ball out to Reynolds. They'll wind the clock down. Fennell. And there's a big foul there from Tommy Boyle. Puts his hand up straight away. Didn't need to do that. Coach Andy Sherwell shakes his head. So here's the chance to tie it up. Matty Fennell makes the first basket. Can't make the second. It's all tied up. And the ball goes off the Falcons players. So there's 35 seconds, 2 possessions. 2 possessions. We may be going to overtime here. 76 each. Reynolds brings the ball out, gives himself some space, gets it to Gazzo. Gazzo drives, puts it up. 2 points. And Andy Sherwell calls a timeout. And we'll take this opportunity just to review some of the key stats.
29 seconds left.
So Brad Kelleher and Matt Fennell really playing almost lone hands for their teams. They're the only ones in the 20s, 25 for Kelleher and 21 for Fennell. But then a brace of players in each team's in double figures. So for the Falcons, Threat with 14, Arkell with 10. Platnick sneaked up there to get 10, so he's actually made his double-double. And for the Eagles, we've got Gazzo on 17, Moore on 14, and Moore also with a double-double there as well. So Fennell 21 and 19, great effort from him there along the way. So Coach Warren Escort smells blood as we come back down to with 29 seconds on the game clock. So again, still 2 possessions here. Falcons need to get a score, a very quick stop, as Threat can't get to the basket. Ball comes off Tom Boyle. And Andy Sherwell this time calls the timeout. Andy Sherwell just back from the AIS, the Basketball Centre of Excellence up there at in Belconnen in Canberra, where he had the chance to catch up with all of the Centre of Excellence coaches and had a bit of a chat about some of the Falcons juniors. So we may even see a couple of juniors being offered a chance to go to the Centre of Excellence, the AIS, next year. One of those in contention perhaps is Matthew McCarthy, who from the State Victorian Youth Champ men's team, who take the court here at the Falcons Nest tomorrow at 1:30. So we hope that you'll log online and jump online and check that game out as they take on the Melbourne Tigers. So the Waverley Falcons have, as Gazzo scores a quick 2 points. And again, another timeout there. Another timeout to the Falcons. So Sammy Gazzo has been absolutely terrific tonight. He's only shot at 37%, but 71% from the line, and really his shots have been going in at crucial moments during the game. Just as that last one, very, very quick drive down the court and to the basket there. So getting back to the Junior Falcons, we've had a number of players with some good news. Of course, Dengadell during the week signed with LSU, so he'll be a starter freshman at LSU next year. Kwani going back to Chaminade, the div school on Hawaii, as Threat goes to the basket, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and this time is fouled. Whoa. So Threat fouled, going to the basket. Sammy Gazzo picks up the foul, and Threat will go to the line. The clock did not stop, and so they've reset it to 8 seconds. So refs have. So the Falcons here needing to get both of these shots in. Somehow get a stop. Somehow get a basket. First one goes in. Michael Harper from the Youth League team as well will start his second stage of his college career. He's going over to a Div 2 college in Canada. Declan Harrick entered his third year over in the States as well. So quite a few of the, and also going back back to the States will be Xavier Evans. So we've got quite a number of players over there. Dexter Kernish-Drew, of course, is in his senior year at Washington State. And Jordan Vandenberg, for those who were watching the NBA Super League, will know that Jordan managed to get minutes. Limited minutes for the New York Knicks. Doing quite a good job in the time he was on. So the ball with Diamond Valley. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and there's the foul. So that will take them to the line.
The foul's been called on Siddell Threat, and that will be Siddell's 4th personal. Matt Reynolds to the line.
So Coach Andy Sherwell out of timeouts. He can't advance the ball after this. But he's brought on Ali Granger, so they're looking for a rebound, a quick pass down the court, and a 3-point attempt from Ali Granger, which, if he's successful, will tie this up. Kelleher goes himself, doesn't go. Nielsen doesn't go, and there it is. Diamond Valley has got up over the Waverley Falcons by 3 points here at the Falcons' Nest. A huge turnaround for the Diamond Valley Eagles, who have struggled to match the might of the Falcons this season. But there it is, and we'll be back next tomorrow at 1:30. We'll see you then.